So let's go ahead and create some files here in my Google Drive. So I'm going to go back over to practice. I'm going to press new. And again, when I press new, I'm inside this folder, this practice folder. So that's where that new file is going to be placed. If I were over here in Drive and press new and did a Google Doc here, it would just save it in the My Drive folder. So it'd be here, which is really not where I want it to be. I want it to be within this folder. So it's important that when you're making new files, you're actually within the folder, you're within the organization that you already want it. It just makes your life a little bit easier later on. So we're going to do a new practice here. And if I'm creating a new doc, I can do from a template. Maybe my organization has some templates. I can just do a blank document. And the same is going to be true for your sheets and for your slides. Now these three automatically show up because they're the standard ones that people might use, but you can go to more and there are a lot of options that you can actually create within Drive. Personally, when I am creating files, I actually create them here in my Drive. I don't go over to Google Docs and create new that way. Of course you can, but part of the problem with doing that is the filing system. So I'm going to just show you what that looks like. If I were going to create a new Google Docs file, I could go to Google Docs. I could click right here. And the default is going to be their main page where I just have all these different files. The organization is not great because it really just comes up with what you've most recently looked at. So I could make a new one right here, but personally, my suggestion to you is to always just create your new files within Drive so that they're organized there already. So we're going to go ahead and do that. The other suggestion I have as this is getting loaded is be very specific when you are titling your documents. I tell students this a lot. You don't really want to title your history homework just homework because you're not going to be able to find it. When you go to search for it later, in the great feature that Drive has in that search, if you search homework, it's really not going to help you a whole lot. Also, you want to at least give it a title. I can't tell you, how many times people just leave it as an untitled document. So it's really important that you give it a title and you give it a specific title. So let's say we are in history class. So we'll do history, and it's 82. Maybe it's a section. I could put that in parentheses. All right, and this is more if we're talking to students, of course. And then I might put in NAACP video questions. Right? So now I have a very specific title, and if I wanted to do even better, I really could write out the whole word history. So I've got a title here, and then I can include whatever information I want in this particular document, and it is good to go. And to show you what it looks like, over here it's already been added to my practice folder that you can see there. I also want to mention that as you start creating files, when you have certain folders that have more files in them, you may actually want to add a folder within a folder. So you can just do the same exact thing. You can press the new button, you can press folder, and it's going to put you a folder inside of this. So I might put history homework. I'm going to create the file or the folder, and then I can move files into that folder. So that is how you create folders. That is how you would create a new document. If you wanted to create a new slides presentation or sheets presentation, it would be in the exact same way. Forms is going to be a little different, and we'll have a how-to on how to do that as well.